Marine Le Pen is closing the gap on French President Emmanuel Macron as the country prepares for its first round of voting on Sunday. Now, the latest polls there suggest that Macron is slightly ahead on 26%, while Marine Le Pen is on 23%. Now, I've got to say, this is quite tight, Michael Heaver, isn't it? It's got a lot of people talking, wondering whether or not Marine Le Pen actually could win the election and what that would mean for Europe. Your thoughts on this?
Well, this is quite remarkable stuff, Michelle, because Macron and Le Pen actually met at in the second round of the last French presidential contest. And just to explain, there's two rounds. So all of the contenders go through the first round in the French presidency, and the two who finish top, currently looking like Macron and Le Pen, then head off in a head-to-head where obviously you need to get over 50% of the vote. Now, we've already had that. That happened in 2017, and Macron absolutely trounced Le Pen that time. Le Pen got, I think, 34% of the vote. You know, 2/3 of French voters backed Macron. So this shows you how much public opinion has shifted. Marine Le Pen has been credited with running a good campaign. She's focused on things like cutting taxes rather than the usual things she talks about. And Macron seemed to be, I think, been quite aloof during this campaign. I think he's held one major campaign rally only. But make no mistake about it, if Marine Le Pen is elected as the French president, this will shake European politics and the EU itself to the core. We saw recently Viktor Orban, his party in Hungary, recently he got a fourth consecutive term as Prime Minister, and days after the EU announced they were starting sanctions against Hungary, the so-called conditionality mechanism. So, as I said, Le Pen rising in the polls here very clearly. I mean, you know, her level of support in France right now is higher than it ever has been before. On the balance of probability, because it ends up being a head-to-head, I still think Macron will win just. But make no mistake about it, this is going to be very, very close, I think, and certainly much, much closer than 2017 when, as I said, these two already faced off head-to-head.
I mean, your point that you make, Michael, about the impact that it would have right across Europe, I mean, it would really shake, wake up, probably frighten, actually, a lot of leaders across Europe, wouldn't it?
Well, in terms of European politics, I mean, Marine Le Pen, having previously sort of spoken about France leaving the EU and exiting the euro, has actually reined back on some of that in terms of what she says. The strategy I think she's now adopting is, well, I'll sort of not talk about those topics as much, and if I get elected, I'll then point out all the things I can't do or that I feel I'm restricted in doing inside the European Union. Because let's have it right, I mean, you know, a number of European leaders would not just butt heads with Marine Le Pen. This would be an existential crisis at the heart of the European Union. You know, the new German Chancellor, Olaf Scholz, is of the left. I mean, you know, you're going from Macron and Merkel to potentially a socialist German Chancellor and Marine Le Pen. I mean, that could be what's leading the European Union.
Well, let me know your thoughts.